Welcome back to the tool shed. In this tool, we're going to talk about sharpening your claws. What does that mean? It's based on a quote from Friedrich Nietzsche. I quote Nietzsche quite often. He's just a remarkable thinker, remarkable man, also a teacher of sorts of my teacher, Viktor Frankl. Anyways, Nietzsche says, "Verily, I have often laughed at weaklings who think themselves good because they have no claws." I kind of paraphrase it sometimes. Verily, I have laughed at men who thought themselves good because they have no claws. However you say it, the point is clear. What is Nietzsche getting at? So many people I work with in general, men in particular, think, and understandably, they've been told that in order to be good, they have to get rid of their claws. What does that mean? Get rid of your claws. Get rid of that dirty part of you, that dangerous part of you, that disgusting part of you. A lot of D's. We men live with so much shame because the world around us, from the moment we can, walk and talk, is trying to control us, is trying to subdue us, trying to domesticate us. Now, some of that is good. I've raised two boys and two girls. The boys would have been wild animals if I didn't help them learn how to deal with their claws, how to file the claws, how to control the claws, but not get rid of the claws. I mean, it's hard to believe. I think my grandfather did this, but we used to declaw cats in this world. Like, what a mean thing to do. Sorry if you've done that, but man, that is just like, I think it's illegal now. Pulling a cat's claws out because the cat needs its claws to defend itself. Right? That doesn't mean your cat is good if it can't scratch you. It means it can't scratch you. I want a cat, and I have a cat, that chooses not to scratch me unless I'm an asshole. And then he scratches me. But we roughhouse. He thinks he's a dog, honestly. But it's pretty cool because I love when he almost uses the claws, but he trusts me. My hand's on his tummy or his neck, and he doesn't use them. That's power. That's what we're supposed to do. Again, this is much more for men, I think, than women, but certainly women too. Where it's not about getting rid of your claws, or maybe for women, not getting rid of your husband's claws, but learning how to sharpen them and then choose to use them at the right time in the right place. Here's another example. Many men I work with use porn. Now, I know it's not you, or if you're female and you're watching this, it's not your husband or your father or your son or your brother, of course. I don't know where all these guys are. 95% of guys, something like that, have gone to a porn site in the last year or month or whatever it is. Where are all these guys? Because nobody wants to confess to it. Nobody wants to cop to it. Now, this is not about telling you to go use porn. What I'm saying is, instead of being emasculated, having porn filters put on your computer, or not even that controlling, but having a partner who just doesn't want you to want that. Every woman I talk to, when we dig down into it, she wants that. She just wants it reserved for her. I can't say that she's wrong or I blame her. I don't want the man to get rid of his desire for porn. What I help men do is redirect that towards a worthy use of those claws. Because what drives him to come to that computer and to want to, experience that comes from a place of claws, a primal place of a man. In Kabbalah, it's called the Yetzer Hara. It's this desire to destroy. And there's a teaching that says one day their wish was fulfilled and that was subdued. The Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, this desire was gotten rid of. And you know what happened the next day? There weren't any eggs to go pick from the hens because there were no, fertilized eggs, and nobody wanted to go to work, and everybody was lying around, and marriages fell apart because we need this desire. We need these claws. We just need to use them and not be used by them. You don't want to be Edward Scissorhands. Remember that guy? All those scars and cuts. He didn't know how to use his claws properly. And so the work that we're here to do as men is to not get rid of our claws. Happy to talk about that offline in 1,000 ways, but to not even dull our claws, but to even sharpen our claws and to choose not to use them, or to use them at the right time in the right place. When, the bad guys come for you at night, make sure you have claws locked and loaded and ready to go. You are here to defend and to protect, and we need people out there, men in particular, to have sharp claws, but we don't want them to destroy with those claws, not with the people around them and not themselves. Verily, I have often laughed at weaklings who thought themselves good because they have no claws. No, a good man is somebody who has the claws and chooses not to use them or to use them at the right time for the right purpose with the right intention. Sharpen your claws.